Howdy folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I have an interesting gift request, and it almost feels like the sequel. Kyle Perkins made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. Kyle, thank you for the gift and this request. And you saw the title, it's Conway's Happy Birthday, Darlin. But a little while back, Kyle Perkins made a gift to the channel for me to do Barbara Mandrell's Happy Birthday, Dear Heartache. So we kind of have a happy birthday theme going on here. Now, hopefully the Darlin in this one is a true Darlin and that this isn't like tongue-in-cheek or facetious or really a sad song. But Conway's Conway. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I react to non-pop country. And I do a large dose of traditional country artists, neo-traditional, but in the traditional vein. So let's see what Conway's got for us on this one. I don't know it. It's a true reaction. I'm pretty sure I don't know it. All right, guys, here we go. Interesting beginning.
Hello, darling. Happy birthday. I've decided not to give you a present this year.
Sounds like Red's
I think it's about time I took some things away. I'd like to take away the suspicion that I know clouds your world at times by giving you some faith to hold on to, honey, whenever your hand is not in mine. Happy birthday, darling. I've no presents, no fancy cake, but I hope I'll make you happy with everything I take.
Nice.
I'd like to take away some of your lonely moments by spending more of mine with you.
Why isn't he spending time with her?
And I'd like to take away some of those so-so kisses and replace them with ones that really say I love you.
Did Conway write this? Is this autobiographical? That certainly would put a little punch to the song. But the other thing that immediately came to mind with this is that, well, if you want her to feel better, one, she might be just overly suspicious, okay? I'll put that on the table. It could be the case. Because some folks just have a big problem with jealousy and insecurity, all right? We're going to assume that's not the case in this song and that for some reason he's giving her reason to be suspicious or what have you. And the saying, you can't explain your way out of something you behaved your way into. You can only behave your way out of it. And if you want her to have faith and security and feel safe when you're not with her, it's all in your lifestyle and in your behavior. You know, everybody gets fears and worries and quick thoughts, but they get dispelled quickly if she knows your character. And that character is going to show up if you really are behaving the way you would like her to feel you're behaving. It just has to be real.
And I want to take away the doubt you sometimes have about my love by showing it more, much more than I've shown it lately. And then if someone should ask you what I got you for your birthday, well, you can say, why, he didn't give me anything, but he sure took a lot of things away.
He gave me everything I needed.
Happy birthday, darling. I've no presents, no fancy cake, but I hope I'll make you happy with everything I take. Presents, no fancy cake, but I hope I'll make you happy with everything I take. happy birthday, darling.
That had, at times, a Red Savine feel, the way he said a few of those lines, especially in the end. Yeah, I thought in the end, I thought he was going to say, I didn't give her everything, but I gave her everything she needed, or something to that effect. Or I took away everything she needed, something to that effect. But writing lyrics is, strikes everybody differently. But this could have been a crossover because it was Conway, so everybody who follows country music and is into country knows it's country. But this legit, it didn't, let's say, overdo it with country elements. It seems like there was a restraint on that so that it could have gotten airtime on other formats. And people would have, the subject matter certainly would have resonated with a lot of folks. He realizes, which is a good step, that, he isn't showing as much passion as he used to. But I will say this in fairness to the character represented in this song, because that happens where there are times where you go through life and you don't have that. And it isn't frequently it's circumstantial. Let's say you have 2 or 3 kids running around the house, and or you've got a job that's very demanding, or you've got worries on your mind, or your spouse has things that she's been dealing with, and it's just very heavy. And you, of course, when you first meet and you first get married, you don't have as many worries as accumulate over the years. You add things to the house, you add things to your lives. You get a house, you have kids, you might have pets, then they get sick or they die or this. And it's just at certain times in life, circumstances reduce your energy. And it doesn't mean that you don't want to have that passion, but recognizing that it's not quite what it was. But that's where communication comes in. Being able to talk with the other one and being accepting of the fact that life does change at times. But there comes a time where the kids leave the house. There comes a time, presumably, where, you've got your mortgage paid off and you're in a better place financially. That's what you're working towards. So you struggle at sometimes to get to that point of a bit greater stability. And let's just say financially and energetically. And even though you have less energy later in life, you could still have high energy. So it isn't like if you lose passion in your earlier mid-30s for a period of time, it doesn't mean it's not going to resurge. That's very much using the word resurge. Traditional country, I'm absolutely convinced it's going to make a resurgence. It hasn't gone away, certainly. Lots of folks are still into it. You've got your neo-traditional artists. You've got your Tia Goins, who a lot of folks hadn't heard of, but she's been around a while. You got your Mo Pitneys out there, Zach Top. You have these folks, Jason Eady's and Courtney Patton's and Coulter Walls. These folks are putting out phenomenal country and Western. That's not bro country. It's going to make a resurgence. It is still there. It started that way. Now it's jumped into bro country in many ways, but a lot of folks are going to migrate toward the meat, the foundation, the meat and bones of all country music, which is traditional. It could even be folk and such. But in relationships, it goes the same way. If the foundation was originally there of that love and that passion, and you know what that feels like, and so does she, that spark can return. It only takes one moment where you both have it, and you don't know when that moment's going to happen, but it can happen. But in any case, his heart in this one was to sort of make it better for her. And that's a big deal, because if he was like, whatever, that's on her. She's just got to get over it. It's like, well, that relationship is doomed. So, Kyle, good choice here. I love being exposed to these different ways of thinking, because even years from now, a lot of the content within these songs that we're hearing and dissecting, there are certain pieces that will come back in different situations. And I love having those in my inventory of thought to draw upon. So I'll rate this song, and I didn't know where it was going, but the number that popped into my head was an 8.8. Basically, the whole song rested on taking away what was hurting her. And okay, good stuff. I think they could have done more with the song lyrically, possibly instrumentally. I'm not quite sure what they were going for in this, what the label wanted on this one, if they were thinking of a crossover or not. But it was easy listening, let's put it that way, with punch to the heart lyrics. And you hope she accepted his overture on not getting her a present. Who knows? All right, guys, you can thank Kyle Perkins for that one. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.